Another episode, here we are. Indoor fives, and we're actually gonna be tackling a whole bunch of the spot today. It's actually located at the First Canadian Place / the BMO Building on King and Bay Street. This place is actually the third most tallest freestanding structure in all of Canada. We got mostly stairs to talk about today. We're gonna start off at the indoor fives, then we're gonna make our way over to the 6 stair, to the 3, to the other 3 stair. We're gonna go underground, talk about the 7 stair, as well as an OG up ledge that's no longer there. And then we're gonna finish off at a 5 flat 5, which is absolutely massive. With all that said, let's jump right in. All right, so we're here, indoor fives. We used to call them perfect fives back in the day. Not much else to describe other than the fact that the name is pretty self-explanatory. 5 stair with enough run up to another 5 stair right here. They haven't changed a bit since I remember skating it way back in the early 2000s. Warren Ungen, his was always my favorite line here. Back in that Bass Motion montage or the path videos, he does nollie frontside 180 down the first one, and then does the best switch tray down this one as well, and just continues to ride away.
When he used to pop up at the green store with my niggas up on that block, waiting for the martyr.
There's also some ledges on the side through this little wheelchair ramp here as well. I feel like people skated them back in the day, but I wasn't able to find any clips on them, but they're just perfect marble ledges. They lead flush with the ground. You can even do pop-out tricks and land right into the bank. I feel like I might have seen like a nose grind pop-out or a nose grind to the end back in the day, but again, wasn't able to find the clips, but it's just good to know that, you know, it is there. It's wintertime. These spots are still here. They're still skatable. It is a bust. You will get kicked out pretty quick, but run that shit. I want to see some more stuff go down. There's also this handrail as well, little 6 stair that starts with a 5. And I remember the only person who I could think of who skated it, there's probably been more, but I just remember back in the day, TJ Rogers, Ollie's the first one, and then board slides the 6 here. But let's get back to the 5s, because that's mainly why we're at this part of the spot. Again, this spot is such a bust, so there's not gonna be an entire plethora of clips that have gone down, but another one that I could think of would be Aiden Johnston. He does nollie frontside 180, and then he fakie flipped this one. Matt Sullivan, he does pop shove, then front shove. Also really liked how people would film lines down here as well. If you had like a Mark 1, you can get really close and just ride down right beside at the 5s. But what I would see in like the old Bass Motion montages was just riding down the wheelchair ramp here and actually like filming up top, and you could see kind of like more of like a bird's eye view, but it looked good at this spot. Typically you wouldn't want to do that. Will Cohen, coming up a little bit later on in the years, he does kickflip and then varial heel flip. Dylan Moore had a sick one. He does 3 shove and then he hard flips the 2nd stair.
Check it out, check it out. You're now rocking.
Noah Tynes, he does nollie and then kickflip. Shout out to Noah T.
One trick that I can think of that comes into my head is Robbie Falcone. He does nollie from 180 and then like the most gank switch heel.
Half of his niggas are taking.
And then Sando and Gotti, he does fakie ollie and then full cab down that one. And then right after Sando's trick, there was a backups and they did half cab and then nollie 3 shove down the 2nd set. Wade Power getting some filmer action in front of the camera. He does half cab and then front shove. And then Scott Power, Wade's brother, does half cab and then tray flip.
To put together some strategy.
Bobby DeKaiser, he does switch 180 and then inward heel flips the 2nd one. Beaster had a pretty crazy line. He starts off with the rails. He does backside 5-0 on this rail and then comes around and backsmiths that 2nd rail. And I remember coming downtown a few times with like Wade Power and Scott and Beaster and coming along on those sessions. He would honestly kind of run that line more than a few times. He also did a couple other lines too where he would end off the line with switch front 360. Don't have that clip. I just remember coming here on those sessions and he would do it like every try. It was in a Nick Douglas montage. There's a nollie backside 180 and then a switch pop shove. Brandon Del Bianco, he does a nollie and then a backside heel flip down it. TJ Rogers, he also does nollie pop shove and frontside flip down. And in a Blind Sunday Fun Day, he does nollie back 180 and then fakie half cab heel down this one as well. There's a pretty sick clip on Wade Power's channel where there's a 4-way backups between TJ, Bobby DeKaiser, and Beaster. But before we get into that one, I know that there's a line that TJ did where he does nollie front heel in Eric's montage and then switch hard flips this 5 stair. But then he also does it again in that Wade Power video that I was telling you about. He does the same line, and then there's a backups right after it.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you fucking serious?
So right now we actually are in the path system. We're actually just kind of right above it. We're gonna be going underground right now. We're just leaving the indoor fives, the perfect fives, and we're gonna make our way to the 7-stair. Perfect white marble ground 7-stair. There used to be an up ledge down there. They did replace it with perfect flat ledge marble white ledges that don't get skated too much, but we'll play some clips of kind of Dylan Moore just kind of doing like crook and then a back tail, making their way. I think they're kind of running away from security because this spot is a bust.
Get arrested here, buddy. You want me to take your camera?
Dude, you're not gonna
Okay, let's go
that
here.
horse camera.
Yeah, you want to bet?
The surrounding spots kind of within this area kind of range from like 5s to 7 stairs. I know it's not like the most hammer stuff, but for us just trying to survive the winter time, like this is a big deal. At least we have this and we keep our legs strong throughout the season. But yeah, here's that perfect white 7-stair. And there's this handrail as well that's actually quite big. I know Cody Baudry, he frontside 180'd it. Brandon Murray, he kickflipped over this thing for Instagram. He also hard flipped this thing too.
One of the sickest parts about this spot is like every single way has a stair set. So you want to go to Scotia, you're going to Scotia like through a 7-stair. You want to go to TD, you're going through a 7-stair. You want to get to Union, you guessed it, 7-stair. Ah man, I can't remember the guy's name, I'm sorry. But he did switch front shove on this.
We're out of here, he just did it. Thank you, sorry about that.
There's also this massive double stair here. I heard that someone skated this, someone ollied it. I don't know if that's true or not. If anybody knows, let us know in the comments.
Hi.
One more try, one more try.
It's time to go. Hey guys, time to pack it up, man.
I think when my friend Josh Dunwoody was like 11, we came down here and he back 180'd the set. Nico Labe, he board slid the handrail.
This used to be a different rail. It used to be a thicker one, and it didn't used to have that kink on the end too. I can think back to the Bass Motion videos, those path ones. There's a caveman board slide on this rail, then someone eats shit on it right after that montage.
Dylan Moore actually 50'd this when this used to be a wall rail. Back in the day, this all used to be different. This was never glass, and there was like these blocks, these like planar blocks here. Dylan Moore did back 180 over it, and he also did kickflip over it.
Christopher Kutenbrouwer, I think he also switch flipped it too. And he also big flipped it as well.
And then Will Cohen did pop shove and fakie frontside flip. Shout out Brandon Murray. I don't know like what made him think to do this, but he ollied over this into the bank and then ollied over the thing, the little ledge down there.
This used to be different. I'm pretty sure it was right here. At least it could have been on the other side. It's all changed in here so much, but I'm pretty sure the up ledge was right here. One memorable trick would be Thomas Morrison does a nice backside nose grind pop out on it. It's obviously been skated more than that. Even we skated it as kids. I wasn't able to find too much online for that one, but it was a cool little spot for sure. This whole path system connects to all those like main bank spots. So like the Scotia Plaza, if you haven't watched the Scotia 9 video we did, click right here, check it out after this video. And then it connects to TD as well, and all the way into the RBC buildings too. So all of those bank spots kind of get connected through the path system, and then so much more too. Food courts, you could even get to Union Station from here, which could also lead you to the Up Express, which could take you to the airport. All these little connections kind of take you all throughout the whole city. Trying to survive through the winter time, it's a good thing they have this, otherwise all these fine people would be freezing their asses off at this time of year.
We are approaching a 6 flat 3 flat 3. Typically people skate it as a 6 stair to 3 stair, but people have also skated it as 6 stair, 3 stair, 3 stair. And then there has been some single tricks as just a 6 stair as well. And then on the other side, actually, there is a 5 stair, 4 stair, 3 stair. Paul Liliani, he does nollie, ollie, tray flip. Cody Beaudry, he did a no pop big spin down it. He also full cabbed it as well. Inward heel went down on this. Not entirely sure who the person was who did it, so I don't know if it was switch or not. Zach Ferguson did like a pre-grab judo. Joey Boyce did front big spin on this. TJ Rogers, he's also had a trick on this. It was in his Sunday Fun Day, and he does half cab down the first set, kick flips the second, and then does like a little firecracker down the third one.
This is perfect ground, perfect space between each stairs. You can actually get some really sick lines if it wasn't such a bust. When you get into those bass motion montages as well, Safa Benson, he does nollie frontside 180, fakie ollie's the middle one, and then switch pop shoves the 3 at the end. And my favorite one was Blinger's, Matt Sullivan. He does kickflip down the first one, back 180's the middle, and then switch heels down the 3.
The end of Eric's feature montage, he's filming a B-roll of just all the people walking through like this. Security guard coming up to him and just giving him a hard time for filming.
I know you can't be filming here, right?
I'm just trying to film like something like this, the video.
But you know you can't be.
It's kind of a quick pit stop before we move on to the big finale, which is that 5 flat 5, just up by the perfect 5 that we started out with. Let's go get some hammers. Good shit. Fuck yeah. The final spot. And if you guys made it this far, hit the like button, because shit's about to get crazy on this one. This set is no joke. This thing is massive. It's a giant ass 5 flat 5 just on the other side of those perfect 5s. And it's perfect ground too. I'm like, this is all marble ground all the way from Adelaide Street, just all this run up that you would need. So speed will definitely not be an issue. First trick that comes to mind, Chad Wilson. He backside flipped this thing in God Bless. I love a good backside flip, and Chad Wilson's got one. There's another session where Sando Ngotti and Cody Beaudry both skate it. Cody, he does frontside 180 down it, and Sando Ngotti, he back 180'd it. Just look how tall this thing is. Like it's not above head height, it's the height of a 10. You really get a glimpse of just how big this thing is. Dwayne Anderson Jr., hopefully we can get the clip, but he did do a tray flip down this thing. I know he wasn't like too stoked on how he did it. He said it was a throwaway one, but this is a 5 flat 5, and he did tray flip it as well, so shout out to Dwayne Anderson Jr. Sean Witten, he skated this, he did a nollie down it. That's gnarly, just straight nollieing down something is crazy. And then he also hard flipped it as well. Speaking of hard flips, Kenny Scarrett, he actually put out an edit of John Koss, a throwaway edit, 2014, 2015 clips. He does hard flip down this thing, perfect hard flip. The ender for that video is actually a switch heel down it as well. I can't think of anybody else who's done a switch flip trick down this spot, but switch heel, big fan, that was beast. I don't know if there's a better trick that's gone down, in my personal opinion. I mean, this is all subjective at the end of the day. Leave a comment down below what your favorite trick was down this double, or even throughout all the spots that we've gone to today. What is this company for? Business school? Yeah. Hell yeah, right on. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Take care. With all that said, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. If you liked it, hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here as well. We got the business school in the background. We're doing free promo out here, but let us know what spot you wanna see next. I'm really enjoying this indoor Toronto series. Hopefully you guys are too. And with all that said, we will see you in the next video. Peace.